I've been breastfeeding my baby for 7 months now as a first-time mom. Let me tell you some of the things I have done through my experience I think has helped me so far. Everyone is on the silverette train, right? There's these little metal kind of cup-looking things that go over your nipples and they sit inside your bra, and people swear by them. And if they work for you, they work for you. I am not discounting that. But when I went to see a lactation specialist, they weren't the biggest fans of it because they felt like it kept your nipples overly moist or wet, if I could say. And I could account to that. I think it is nice when you have them on that it kind of collects your milk and holds it against your nipples, and that can be soothing. But I think for a certain duration of time, going over a certain point of time, I think it does keep your skin too wet. I think there is a balance of trying to keep your nipples moisturized and healed, but not overly dry and cracked or wet and really raw. So what they gave me when I went to see the specialist was this Meta Honey Gel. But if you don't want to use something like this, you could probably do something like the Earth Mama Nipple Butter, something moisturizing that you like on your nipples. And then I would get these Freedomom, or it doesn't have to be this brand, but Cooling Hydrogel Nipple Pads. They are these little, let me open it for you so you can see what I'm talking about. They look like this, and when you peel them off, that's what they look like. The ones that the nurse gave me were like clear, but just something that kind of creates a barrier between you and your bra, but you want to look for the word hydrogel. It doesn't have to be these that are cooling. A hydrogel patch with a light layer of some type of healing ointment on your nipples. I did that consistently for a week. I mean, this will stain your stuff yellow, like the nipple pads yellow. So it looked a little crazy, but I didn't care. At first, my nipples were cracking and bleeding, and I needed to heal them because every time you're feeding, you don't want a cracked nipple to cause you pain and prevent you from feeding, because latching and latching and latching in the beginning is so important. And the more you can do that, the better your supply. And it's like ripping off a scab every time. So if you can get your nipples healed, that is key. And if you can prevent it from even happening, that's even better. Here is what the silverettes look like. The silverettes aren't cheap. When I was pregnant and online and looking at everything, they were everywhere. So I'm just here to say, if you can't afford them or you want to try to go without them, I think that you can. And I know that a lot of people are raving about them, and I'm glad that they work for a lot of people, but I'm a testament to say that you don't have to use silverettes. Another tip is see your lactation specialist. And if you don't like one, go find another one if you can, of course. Obviously, that goes without being said. But I saw 2 lactation specialists and it made a big difference. I would say one of the biggest differences that happened on my breastfeeding journey, everything was pretty much in the beginning as far as making big impacts for me, was going to see a lactation specialist. I took the lactation class when I was pregnant, but there's something about going and seeing somebody with your anatomy, your body, your baby, putting them on you and having them see what you're doing and physically show you with your boob, with your baby, how to do that hold, how to get them to latch properly. And then you can see it and you can feel it and you can go home and replicate it. And then if you need to go again, go again. I literally had 2 in one day somehow, and that just drilled it in. Oh, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what it looks like and feels like. Just give yourself grace. You are learning. Your baby is learning. It's your first time doing things. And your lactation consultant could come and look and see, hey, do they have tongue ties, lip ties? Is there something else going on more than them just being a fresh newborn and you're a tired new mom trying to figure out breastfeeding, especially if it's your first time? If you could get the lactation specialist in the hospital, that's even better. When I tried to get it, it was like she was asleep every time they came in. I'm like, well, it's like feels like I'm just taking a lactation class. Like, you can tell me things and I can see a diagram, but to, again, do it in person with my baby, with myself, made a world of difference. Another thing, I would say I struggled a lot in the beginning with finding a comfortable position to nurse her in. I was using all these different pillows. I swear, it was like 20 minutes just to get her up in a position that was comfortable. And I didn't have a little baby. My baby was a big baby. And so these pillows were not supporting her the way I needed them to. I had gotten like two different pregnancy pillows. One was on my registry, one wasn't. But the main one I really wanted, I didn't end up getting at the baby shower. And I was like, oh, I already have two. I'm not going to buy a third one. Nope, I bought it because the second lactation specialist that I went to had it. And I was like, oh yeah, ordering this right now, add it to cart. Like, it's coming tomorrow. Changed the whole experience for me. I love this pillow. It is my breast friend. There's a lot of other pillows like this, but all I would say is it straps around your waist, so it brings the baby right up to your boob. It has these little supports for the baby to rest in. It has a support for your back, but the main thing is that it brought the baby up to where I needed her to be. And if, depending on where you're sitting, you could pop a pillow underneath to kind of support, especially if you have a heavier, baby, or as they age and they get bigger. Obviously, she has grown out of this now, but in the beginning, it was worth every single penny. And just being able to know I could throw that on and get in a comfortable position with her, oh my God, night and day with breastfeeding. Night and day, please. If you can afford it, buy this pillow or find a pillow, whatever system works for you. Speaking of system that works for you, try laying, like once your baby is strong enough, and I had a C-section, so I didn't really feel comfortable laying on my side, but once I felt healed enough to lay down on my side, have her lay down on my side and nurse her that way, oh my God, game changer. But in the beginning, don't be surprised. You are going to be sitting in the same spot the majority of the day. So maybe you need to move from place to place, but if you have a good breastfeeding pillow, you can do that. And maybe go from the living room to your recliner to your bed, whatever you need to do for yourself for your mental health. But your baby is going to be nursing and sleeping and nursing and sleeping, and let that baby use you as a pacifier. Let the baby use you as a pacifier because it is signaling to your breast and to your milk production, even if they're getting just a little bit, baby to breast, baby to breast, baby to breast. That baby wants to nurse, let the baby nurse. They want to sleep on you and suckle you while they're sleeping as a pacifier, let them do it. It's going to help your supply. But do not be surprised if you are sat all day with that newborn, and that is okay. Give yourself some grace. If you have a village, if you have a support, let them help you. If breastfeeding is the journey that you want to go on and this is what you want to do, take the help, please. What are you doing there? Are you ready to take a nap? Ready? Okay. Okay, baby. Come on, guys. We gotta get up. We're getting up. We're coming to you. What, booby?